Let's now trace is prime. So I'll put a breakpoint on line 18 here where I call S prime 15. 15 is not a prime because 15 is equal to 3 times 5. So 3 times 5 is going to be 15. So not a prime. So let me run it. What I'll do now is I'll say step into, like that. And when I say next, I'm going to be on line 4. So n is here, so is n smaller than 1 or equal to 1? No, it's 15. That's not going to work either because n is not equal to 2. So now we're going to say for I in range n minus 2, and we're going to try all the possible divisors. So we're going to start with 2, 3, and so on, and we're going to go up until 14, potentially. So now we're going to set I to be 0. I is 0, that means I plus 2 is 2. So I plus 2 here, we can evaluate it. It's going to be 2. And now we're going to say, okay, so if n mod 2 equal to 0, so we're going to try to evaluate 15 mod 2. Or if 15 mod 2 is 1, because 15 is an odd number, that means we're not going to return false this time around. Okay, that means we didn't return false, and we go back here where we'll set I, this one, to 1. So I is now 1. Now we're going to say, is n mod 3, because 1 plus 2 is 3, is n mod 3 equal to 0? The answer is yes. Why? Well, because 15 is divisible by 3. So that means we're going to go to the next line, and that means we're going to return false, which means that the value of this guy is going to be false. It's not going to print because I didn't say here print is prime 15. If I had, it would work like this, where if I run it, I get false. 15 is not prime because we returned false here. Let's pick a prime number, for example, 5, and see how that's going to work. So I'm going to put a breakpoint here again, and I'm going to run the code. And now I'm going to step into the code, and I'm going to step through the lines. So here I'm saying, is 5 smaller than or equal to 1? No. Is it equal to 2? No. So I'm going to do this. Now here I'm going to say, okay, so right now I is equal to 0, so this is asking, is 5 mod 2 equal to 0? 5 mod 2 is not equal to 0 because it's equal to 1. Okay, next one. So I is now 1. Is 5 mod 3 equal to 0? Well, no, 5 is not divisible by 3 either, which means we don't return false, and we move on. Now I is equal to 2. Is 5 mod 4 equal to 0? Well, no, it's not. At this point, we go on. We jump here. Why is it that we jumped here? Well, because here is set for I in range n minus 2, which means that I went from 0 to 1 to 2, and that's it, because 5 minus 2 is 3, 3 minus 1 is 2, so it went 0, 1, 2, and that's it, because this was the same as saying for I in range 3, which means 0, 1, 2. So once this is done, we're done with this for loop, and we move on to this statement which says return true. That means that this print statement is going to print true because this true, that's what this is going to evaluate to. Let me press continue and see that we indeed print true here.